Good afternoon once again. This afternoon, we are going to discuss about the last topic for this week, other credit issues. Now, it's very evident that there is no such thing as a person with no credits because borrowing money in order to make purchases is a sound and perfect way to conduct your financial affairs. One of the credit issues are statement of account. Statement of account are statement or the flow of transactions within your account. And it is provided every month. So it depends upon where is the address you are assigning to be delivered for this statement of account. And there are also statement of accounts that are digital and submitted through emails. That is dependent on what is your option on the delivery mode of your statement of account. Next is payments or the minimum monthly payment. Now, as highlighted in green, if you opt to pay your credit card at 2% of your balance, meaning low payment scheme, it will take you 32 years to have it fully paid. And 16.5 years if you opt it at 3%. That is for a bank that charges 15% interest rate per annum. Of course, more years it will incur if you will opt for 1%. So it's up to you. How are you going to pay your credit balances? And then another one to consider is wise usage of credit. One of that is looking for the best deal. Of course, there are so many credit cards that offer different features. Others have no registration fees but higher interest rate. Others have registration fees and other finance fees with lower interest rate. That is how you're going to look at it. Then avoiding credit problems, of course, one of the major solutions to this is your prompt payment of your dues. And then for this credit fraud, you have to avoid your card to be utilized by unscrupulous activities. No? You have to protect your PIN numbers, of course, so that others will not get access to it and use your credit balances for any unscrupulous activities that we'll be conducting. Another one is bankruptcy. What is bankruptcy? Yun yung sikang credit ng credit ng credit and then time comes na wala ka nang maibabayad. No? Kasi lahat yun napunta na sa payment. More than enough na yung credit mo with your capacity to pay. And then highlighted in blue are questions to consider prior to borrowing. Number one is, does the transaction really fit into your financial plans? What are your financial target? The long term, the short term, and the intermediate. You have to make sure that your transaction must fit into your financial plans. And then you have to consider also the DSR, the debt service ratio, as you have computed on the previous activity. And next are consumer loans. They are formal contracts that specify both terms of the following and the repayment schedule. What are these? They are auto loans. Auto loans are car, motorcycle loans. Then durable goods, furniture, say for example, audio video, the LED, TV, laptops, Then education. There are banks that offer educational loans for children's college education. Then personal for students. Hindi also sa Pilipinas, wala tayong student loan. But we have student loan. But who avails of the loan or applies for the loan are the parents, not directly to the student themselves. And next is the consolidation. What do you mean by consolidation? If you have a balance, say for example, from a credit card, and then you're going to have it assumed by another bank, say for example, at lower interest rate, no? Then you are going to transfer your balance from your credit card to that bank. That is consolidation. No, it's still a loan, but of course, in your favor, because you'll be paying lower interest rate. Then where to avail of loans? One, we have commercial banks. We have BDO, we have Metro Bank, we have BPI, we have Network Bank, BDO, we have East West Bank, then other banks. Then consumer finance company, we have the RFC, no? 4A's Finance, we have credit unions. So we have credit cooperatives that are also extending loans. Savings and Loan Association, I'm very familiar with this, is the APSLI for military. No? And then sales finance companies, LYR. So for example, they're also extending loans, and life insurance companies, they are also extending loans, especially to uh, the insurance holders, no, or plan holders for pre-need plan. Then other loan considerations, we have finance charges. Of course, we have already, you're familiar with this on the previous slide. Then loan maturity, they are number of years, number of months, which is the design and of or termination of the loan duration. You know? Say 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months, or 18 months, or 15 months. Okay. The next, total cost of transaction. That is simply the balance plus the interest plus the finance charges. Then collateral. This is for secured loan, meaning there is a collateral or some property or asset that is attached to the loan. So in case payment is a problem, collection of the balances is a problem, and in favor of the lender, they are going to may ibang magiging ano siya, magiging maiilit siya, no? Kukunin niya ng lender. Then other considerations such as choosing payment date. Of course, you can choose your payment date either at the end of the month or in every 15 or at the end of salary periods. Then obtaining prompt loan. There are companies or there are banks that offers loan with less within 30 minutes, especially for real loans. No? Then reasonable penalties for late payments. Hindi naman masyadong malalaki yung mga penalties kapag nadidelay tayo ng bayad. And then rebates. Now, this is quite common sa mga motorsiklo na loan, no? Na meron tayong 200 to 300 rebates. So for example, if your monthly is 22, and if you pay on time, minus 300, so 19 na lang yung monthly. Okay. Then what is a loan application? Loan application is a tool that gives the lender information about the purpose of the loan, saan gagamitin yung loan, and the applicant's financial condition, kung makabayad ba ang applicant. So doon yan makikita sa loan application. Then we have here simple interest method in computing for future value of loan. So we have I equals PRT. Interest equals the principal times the rate times the time. And the future value will be P plus I. Therefore, if you will have another formula for this using what we call as factoring, so P equals 1 plus R times T. Then we have here the formula for computing annual percentage rate using simple interest method. The formula for that is annual average finance charge over average loan balance outstanding. So what is finance charge? We have computation for that on the previous slides. And then what is the meaning of this AO and OD? Add-on plus outright. So add-on, say for example, you have a loan of 1,000, then the interest rate is 10%. So within 1 month, 10% ang tubo ng 1,000. So sa add-on, ang 1,000 magiging 1,100. No? And then kung babayaran mo siya araw-araw, within 30 days or 1 month, so 1,100 divided by 30. So ang daily mo is 36.67 pesos, including the loan. Eh sa ganyang computation, wala pa yung finance charge. Later on, mag-ano tayo ng finance charge. Yung outright naman is, say for example, maglo-loan ka ng 1,000 at 10% pa rin per month. Then, ang gagawin natin is, di ba, ang interest niyan is 100. So, therefore, ang magiging proceeds ng loan will be 1,000 minus 100 equals 900 na lang ang marireceive ng naglo-loan o yung borrower. And then, magkano babayaran niya per month? Hindi yung 1,001, kundi yung 1,000. Divide natin ng 30. So, babayaran niya is 33.33 pesos. So, yung kaibahan ng add-on sa OD. Ang add-on, i-add yung interest sa principal. Yung OD, ibabawas yung interest ng principal. Sa add-on, ang babayaran ngayon total is yung principal plus interest. Sa OD naman, ang babayaran naman ay yung principal lang kasi binawas na doon yung interest. Okay? I hope naintindihan nyo yun. Then, next slide is the first activity. Activity number 10. Say for example, you're going to answer this, no? You are going to avail of loan. Will you opt a monthly repayment, minimum monthly repayment scheme? I call this here MIMRS. Why? Does it follow that you are paying more with MIMRS? Now, hindi naman lingid sa atin ang ngutang ating gobyerno. What will you suggest to the Philippine government? How are they going to pay the international loan? Are they going to pay it with MIMRS, minimum payment? Now, bahala kayo mag-justify ng sagot niyo dyan. And then for the next slide is activity number 11. For a loan with an average daily balance of 50,000 at a monthly finance charge of 3%, the annual percentage rate using simple interest method is, you have to compute it. And what is the rate of interest per annum? By the way, dito sa last slide, meron tayong nakasulat sa baba. For simple interest method, APR at all cases is equal to the annual interest rate of borrowing. So take note of that because that is very important. So good luck for the week. We have more or less 6 activities to be performed. And the due for that will be on Wednesday. No. The due for that will be Thursday for TTH, Bigtayan naman natin, and then Friday for MWF. Good afternoon sa lahat. Thank you.